Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Starting in Allah's most merciful and mighty. As we study about leadership, we say that leadership is what? The one who guides. Leadership is about the guidance. Leadership is about creativity. Leadership is about convincing. Leadership is about sacrificing, motivating. Now see, before we get to definition, first we have to a little bit go beyond and a little bit history. So, see, there are almost as many different definitions as a leadership. There are people who have tried to define it. You see, the leadership definition is not fixed. You cannot say it's a fixed. It's not fixed definition. As many leaders are, they came, they've gone, and they define. We have that much definitions. But we don't have a fixed definition for the leadership. Leadership, according to you, is it different? According to me, is it different? Leadership for me is it different? Leadership is for you, is it different? For every individual, the phenomena of a leadership, the concept of a leadership is different. Now see, like for example, see, democracy, love, peace. 3 words we have. Leadership is the same as these 3 words. Democracy for you is a different. Democracy, definition of democracy for me is a different. Love, meaning for you is different. Love, meaning for me is different. Peace, for you is a different. Peace, for me is different. For every individual is different. If we get the idea of democracy from you, from others, so everyone, him or her, share their own ideology regarding democracy. As love, if you talk about the love, for every individual, love is different. For me, it is different. For you, it is different. For others, it is different. Now, same as a peace. That's the difference. Now, see, leadership is also along these words. It's saying the leadership concept is different for you. For me, it's different. Like, see, the people who are living in the society, they are observing. Now, when the societies are changing, the leadership definitions are changing too. The leadership definition was different in the past, but the leadership definition is different from in the present. So it might be changing in the future because the leadership definition is not a static, it is a dynamic, changing. According to society, nature, the definitions of changing. As the behavior of the people changes, as their leadership styles are changes, as their personality changes, so comparatively, the leadership definitions also bring a lot of variation and changes. Clear? Now see, now we have in here conceptualizing, ways of conceptualizing the leadership. Now ways of conceptualizing. Now, conceptualizing means the bringing or the ideas of bringing this, the ideas of leadership, from where the leadership started. How this concept of leadership comes to here. Now see, in the past 60 years, as many as 65 different classification systems have been developed in a dimension to define dimension of leadership. Different classification has developed. Different classifications have developed. Every person has or her, they say their own perspective. They share their own ideology. They share their own point of view regarding leadership. We have some like two elaborated dimensions of a leadership. Dimension means what are the components of a leadership we have. Leadership, what are the components under leadership comes? This. Now we have some dimensions in here which people have, they are introduced or suggested in previous researches. They suggested some dimensions. They define the leadership, what? The leadership concept. They define the leadership concept. Leadership for them, it's what? Let's see. And the past, for the people, leadership focus on a group process. Leadership focus on group process. They say that leadership is about group process. Leadership is about to influence group of the people. Right? To influence group of the people. Or group of people influence an individual. Whenever we're talking about the group process, it means that it is the influence of a group or individual, where individual have influence on a group. Clear? See? They say that, so these are the previous researches that as they have said. So that leadership is the personality perspective, which suggests that leadership is a combination of special traits and characteristics. As that leadership has some special traits or personalities we have, some qualities. A person can be a leader with some specific qualities. If a person has these qualities, he can be a leader. As they believe, the believer of leadership, they say that leadership is what? It is related to special traits and characteristics. Special traits and characteristics. Like if a person has these characteristics, he can be a leader. A special, which is completely unique from others. As looking here, he said that leadership is about leadership is act, behavior trying to change in a group. He said that leadership is an act or the behavior to influence or to bring changes where? In a group of people. That's what leadership is. As people say that leadership is about to bring variation, to bring changes in others. Is it clear? Now see, next we have leadership is about power. Leadership is about power. Now see, power relationship exists between who? Between leaders and followers. It means that they say the leader must have the power, which he or she can influence others or followers. It means that if you have a power, you are a leader. If you have a power, you are a leader. If you don't have a power, you cannot be a leader. As they are saying that, you researchers say that. So that leader is about to have power relationship exists between who? Between leaders and followers. Followers get the guidance from the leaders because of what? Because he has the power. He has the power or authority to influence. Clear? Now see, he said that leadership is about, leaders are, again saying that, leaders are transformation process. Leaders are transformation process. Transformation process that moves followers to accomplish its objective. Now, the words that transformation. Transform means to change. It means that leadership is something which brings individual personality change or development change, or whether it's a personality related, whether it's education related, whether it's in the term of skill development or in term of knowledge development, knowledge. That's what leadership is about. Leadership is in here to say that leaders are transformation process. It means transform an individual from what? From ordinary to unique. From ordinary to special. Leadership is something which converts an ordinary person to a specialized person. Now transformation in what? What how comes transformation? Transformation comes with the help of training, education, seminars, workshops. When the leaders provide these opportunities, these facilities, learning facilities, so definitely an individual can be changed from ordinary to from a simple person to specialized person. By what? By conversion, by transformation. Will you transform them by providing different opportunities? When you provide them different opportunities, definitely a transformation will come. Now see, leadership is what? Leadership from skill perspective. We talk about the leadership from skill perspective, saying that there's a viewpoint stress that the capabilities, knowledge and skills. Leadership, if you have a knowledge and skills, you can be a good leader. It means that what differentiates others? What differentiates leaders from others? A person who has skill and knowledge and abilities, capabilities, so he or she can be a great leader. See that? So if you have a knowledge and a skill, so that means there will be high chances of what? To be an effective leader. Because of what? Because you have a knowledge and skills and expertise that make you differentiate from others. Up to here, it's clear.
Yes.
Now see, let's come to more definition of a leadership. In a definition of a leadership, we say that a leadership is a process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals. Where? Say that? Leadership is a process whereby an individual influences a group of individuals. See, individual and individuals, right? And we can say that leaders and as well as followers. When individual comes, it comes a leader. When individual comes, it comes followers. Followers to achieve the common objective. To achieve what? To achieve common objective. Let's point out, I said it. I just circle that, the key points. Leadership is the process. One, circle the process. Influence, now group, and as well as common objective. Now let's explore this definition. What this definition says. What this definition implies. The first one, we said leadership is a process. Now when you talk about the process implies that a leader affects or and is affected by followers. See, two things we have. Whether a leader affects or whether
Affected by people.
leader is affected by the followers. So it means that it is what? Leadership is what? It affected by followers. It means that it emphasizes that a leadership is not a linear or one-way event. Simple as that. Leadership is not a linear or one-way. Linear means one-sided. Linear means one-sided. Or we can say that one-way event means one-sided. No, one-sided. It's not the one-sided, but it is about interactive event. It's about interactive. It means the both sides. It means what? The both side. Followers can influence a leader. A leader can influence followers. It's both. It's the both side. It's not. We cannot say only leader can influence. That's wrong. The both party can influence. Leader can influence followers, and followers can influence leaders. So it means that there is an interactive way. Interactive way, two-way communication here. Two ways, not in a single way. Now say again, another verse in here, we say that leadership whereby an individual influence. Now see, leadership involve influence. The word influence, it concerns to who? Now see, the word influence comes in here. Whenever the word influence comes in here, so we are saying that it concerns how leadership influence. Now see, when the word influence comes, so we can define influence. We can say that how leadership influence followers. How leadership influence followers. Now simple as that. How leadership influence? By having a creative vision. Certainly, when the leaders have a practical vision, a practical vision which is applicable or which connect others, a visionary, a goal which is everyone can see themselves in it. So definitely, it's connected. How can you influence? When you connect people with the help of your vision. When you connect people with the help of your vision, with the help of your ideas. When you connect them, so definitely you can influence them easily. Now see, we say that leadership involve and influence, it concern how leadership influence followers. If you say that without influence, leadership does not exist. Remember one thing, that if a leader cannot influence the followers, he's not a leader. Leader is the one who influences the followers by anything, by having creative ideas, by having creative ideas, by concerned about them, by bringing new variations in their working environment. Now when these kind of changes bringing consistently in the workplace environment by the leader, so definitely he will be an influencer. By taking by taking good strategic decisions, which can be effective, which can be beneficial for who? For followers. Now see, you can say that influence is finished. Now see, we said that leadership is our group. Now we can say the group or the context in which leadership takes place. See, group is the main factor where a leadership exists. When there is no group, can we call that the leadership can exist there? No. Leadership exists when there is a group exists. Now, leadership is so it means that leadership is our group. Leadership group or the context in which leadership takes place. It means it's the main factor. Group is the main factor for the leadership to exist. Otherwise, leadership will not exist. Now see, again, next we have leadership includes. If you remember the last point, what was the last point? Common goal. The last point was common goal. We're saying that leadership includes attention to common goals. Leadership includes what? Attention to common goals. So it means that by common we mean, what do you mean by common? Leaders or followers have a mutual purpose. By common we means that both have a mutual purpose. It doesn't mean that followers are others and leaders are different. They are different. No. They both have same purpose. They both have a common objective. They want to achieve a common objective of an organization. They are not different. They are only different in terms of their role and responsibilities. In terms of their role and responsibilities, they are different. But according to the objective, they are common. But the both are working hard, workaholic in order to achieve the common objective. Now, if you here see people who engage in a leadership, will be called what? Leaders. People who engage in a leadership will be called leaders, and those toward whom leadership is directed is called and will be called followers. It's simple as that. Leaders are those people who are consistently engaged in a planning, organizing, planning strategic goals, objectives, and consistently planning all the extreme or all the crucial. They are taking all the crucial, suggestions or decisions. They give crucial suggestions or give decisions or take decisions. The followers who are the people who are obey or accept all those suggestions or directions by the leaders. Is that clear?
Yes.
So again we can say that both leaders and followers. Both leaders and followers are involved in leadership process. Whenever we're talking about leadership process, it comes both. It comes under both. Both are involved. We cannot say a single person involved. We cannot say as one person is involved and not another. No, both are involved. Both are involved and both have responsibilities to achieve a common objective. We cannot give prioritizing one or deprioritizing another. No, we can say that both are crucial members. But the followers and the leaders, they both have commonality. They both, what is that? Objective. They both have one common thing. Their objective is the same. They can achieve that.
Yes.
Clear?
So what is the difference between leadership and coaching?